of the western sky comes
Runway DFW.
Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW in color. Now, here is your host, Walt Zwerko. Live from Dallas.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be on this big blue marble. It's Walt from a very fog-encrusted DFW airport on this, what is this? Thursday, November the 16th. And that's what we got going for us this morning, at least until the fog burns off. So you're with the Dawn Patrol here on Runway DFW.
In the morning.
Well, we'll do the best we can. We've got a flight coming in from Maui right now. It's coming from that general vicinity. And that was a 7878 Dreamliner. Flight 116, American Airlines, arriving after almost 6 hours in flight from Maui. What happened to that? Oh, I know what happened to that. Okay. So welcome. Everything is very damp this morning. The ground fog, and I'm trying to keep everything covered up as best I can. But just everything is just a damp mess. M&M Plane Spotting says, good morning all. Josh Aldridge says, in the fog from Maui. Hello, Josh, channel member. Somil Bondari says, I love the intro. Thank you. Robert Ryder says, watching the sun start to come up from Onalaska, Wisconsin. Hello, everyone, says Robert Ryder. Stephen Solito says, Walt, I hope you have your morning coffee. I don't, but I will probably get some after the broadcast. There you see a fog-enshrouded MD-11, one of at least two that I can see over there. Because visibility, it's limited. And these planes are not very far away from us, so you can kind of get an idea of what it's like even further away. Devin Barnes is checking in from Melbourne, Australia. Hello, Devin. Beaker and Honeydew, a channel member, says, good morning, Walt. Kevin from Airline Videos Live says, Walt's on early. You know, Kevin, I saw you have a similar issue a couple of weeks back over at LAX. This is Kevin from Airline Videos Live, of course. And he did, I don't know, was it 2 or 3 hours without really being able to see much in the way of planes. Now, we're only going to be on for 3 hours, so I'm hoping it will be cleared up by then. We have a... no. Checking the radar. Our next flight in is from Louisville, but it's not a UPS plane. It's an American Eagle Embraer 175. I know what I'm hearing. It's a plane that's headed our way. Well, look at that. I think this must have come in on the east side and snuck in here. It's an MD-11 that did come in from Louisville. A 20th century plane. We salute you. By the way, we're back at Founders Plaza today, here on the northwest side of the airport. We've gone about a week with reverse operations here. So the wind just turned around this morning. In fact, last night it was we're still in north flow, but now we're back to our normal south flow situation. So now we have 3 MD-11s parked in the lot over there. Going way back there beyond the fence. So we were on a couple minutes late this morning, and I apologize for our tardiness. We have normally been coming on at about 7 o'clock, and I thought I'd try an earlier broadcast today. This is that American Eagle flight that came in from Louisville. So there's a more general look around the airport here. We're looking to the south now. We've got a plane that's taking off, I believe, for Chicago O'Hare. It's going to be a Spirit Airlines plane. It's an Airbus A320neo. Can't you tell? Bon voyage. I'm feeling we're going to be going back to this picture a lot because it's hard to see anything else. There is a Frontier plane, flight 39 99 lining up to go to San Francisco. I can't. I'm looking for it. Oh, there it is. With Monte the Margay cat adorning its tail. Well, it's not a terrible look considering the conditions right now. It's an Airbus A320 Neo. It's going to, did I say where it's going? It's going to San Francisco. Metalbirds Aviation is checking in with a $4.99 super chat. Good morning, Walt. Super foggy today. I have seen it foggier here. In fact, once I came here at around this time, and it just was pea soup. I couldn't even see this far. But thank you for that. And check out the Metalbirds Aviation YouTube page. He's got some incredible shots on there of planes arriving and taking off in super high quality. And I say he. I don't know that Metalbirds Aviation is a he, but my apologies if I misgendered Metalbirds Aviation. And there it goes. Well, we can kind of, well, I guess that is the extent of the ceiling there. It got up about 20 feet off the ground and disappeared. All right, let me uncover my screen. I've got everything covered up here under towels to keep it from getting too overly damp. So thank you again to Metalbirds Aviation for a $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Josh Aldridge says, this used to be the 7 a.m. before the time change. Yeah, that's true. Channel member Carolyn Crowder says, good morning, Walt, and all the DFW family from Reidsville, North Carolina. Sure hope the fog lifts soon. Well, we're planning to be here till 9. The sunrise is in, well, for what that's going to be worth, is in about 45 minutes. I don't know that we'll actually see the sun this morning, but its rays may drive away some of this fog. Wisconsin Dave says, greetings to all from Wisconsin this fine fall morning. Our Baston friend, Sarah Deal, says, good morning, Walt, mods, and friends. I came to say hello, but I can't stay long. Well, we're glad you poked your head in here virtually, Sarah. Appreciate that. Kiwi Whispers ASMR says, let's play Guess That Aircraft. The time I was here before when it was super foggy, you could hear the airplanes arriving, but you couldn't see them. So this is a little better than that. Channel member Brian Henry says, good morning, Walt. Hello there, Brian. Luke Molds is up very late with us. Good morning, Walt. Good morning, mods. Good morning, aviation family watching live from Masterton, New Zealand at 1:15 a.m. on Friday morning. So you're way ahead of us, Luke. Send us those stock tips from the future and we'll all be rich tomorrow. Thank you. That is my hand getting in the way of the lens as I try to keep the lens a little bit dry as I can. I see our moderator, Gerard, in here. A big hello and very nice to see you here again. Great to see you here, Gerard.
18 left, clear for takeoff on Knoxville land for America 2005, thank you.
We have American Flight 2005 getting ready to depart for Los Angeles. Let's see if I can find it on my, with my big lens here. I believe that's it. Flight 2005, an Airbus A321. Headed to the City of Angels. Disappearing act. So anyway, we were saying hello to Gerard, a member of the Runway DFW Moderation Federation. Well, I forgot, Kevin was checking in from Cincinnati. Kevin of Airline Videos Live. He's there to do something. I guess he's going to be announcing soon, as far as a behind the scenes. So we're all looking forward to that. Will I Am says good morning from Los Angeles. So we just sent a plane your way. And speaking of Kevin, he says he was up, Kiwi Whispers ASMR says, I was up early enough to track Kevin at Airline Video's Delta flight into Cincinnati. So what does Kevin have up his sleeve this time? We'll just have to wait and see. Dan Griffiths, a channel member, says good morning. Linda Kavinsky says good channel member as well. Good foggy morning, everyone. Have a good day. And we shall endeavor to do that. Will I Am says, or asks, Walt, when are you coming back to LA? Well, I think pretty much for sure I'm going to be there for the Cranky Dork Fest next year, next fall. And as far as before that, I don't know. I mean, look, LAX is pretty much covered with plane spot. I mean, I like to visit there, but, you know, as far as me doing shows, I'd probably try something else, maybe a little closer to home. I'd love to go back to Austin, as I frequently say, and maybe I'll be back there sometime. But yeah, I'll be back to LA. Mario Seipt says, morning Dallas Airport and Sarah Deal from Berlin. And we're kind of tap dancing here because don't see anything happening just at the moment. We do have a Delta aircraft making its way across the bridge from the east side, from Terminal E. And this is an Airbus A320, flight 984. It will be going to Los Angeles as well. LAX is probably, I mean, it's constantly on the top of the list as far as destinations go from Dallas-Fort Worth. By the way, this plane dates back to, all right,
1999.
So another 20th century plane is on its way. I don't know, was that even in the shot when the singers were singing? The official conditions right now at DFW Airport, according to the airport, 54 degrees and fog. Duh. Gentle winds out of the south at 4 miles an hour. And again, that just changed. In fact, when I woke up this morning at crazy o'clock, they were still in north flow. So this just changed since I left home to make the 50-mile trek to the big airport. I was afraid the roads were all going to be pea soup, but it wasn't too bad as far as road visibility goes anyway, but I knew what I was kind of headed in for here. So trust me, that's a Delta plane. Making the turn on 18 left. To roll down or roll out. So this plane is waiting. We do have
American 940 heavy, leg grade, 18 right. American 940 heavy, this is final monitor, radio check. Not clear.
got American Eagle Flight 3397 from Manhattan, Kansas, in Embraer 175, which is next to land on 18 right. But right behind that is American Flight 940. You may have heard that on the chatter there, coming in from Santiago de Chile. That'll be a 787-8 Dreamliner. That'll be here in a couple minutes. This, however, is the Delta flight to LAX. We can't even see we can't see the East Tower. We can't even see the West Tower currently. Here comes a flight from Kansas. So the Delta flight is now just getting ready to roll. If you have just clicked the button to watch our Dawn Patrol broadcast, welcome. As you can see, we are fog enshrouded here at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport.
There's a land 18 right, American 102 heavy.
I'm going to switch over to camera 1 here to watch the Dreamliner come in from Santiago.
Line of only 1 at left, copy all, Alaska 365. To departure, Delta 984, good morning.
And yes, I know you're looking at some generic treetops and a light pole. I can hear the plane. Oh, here it is. I was a little optimistic about being able to see it from further away. So we're talking about Kevin and in Cincinnati, Kevin from Airline Videos Live, and I know he earlier this week was saying that the weather wasn't expected to be good in Cincinnati on Friday. No, was it Friday? That's right, you're coming in on Thursday and you're filming on Friday, I think. So anyway, I hope the weather's good for you up there in the Queen City. Which ironically probably doesn't get to see too many 747s. We do have a Dreamliner twin spin coming up for you. We've got American Flight 102 from Honolulu. It's another 7878, which is inbound, and we'll be seeing that in just a moment or two. Here from the fog enshrouded Founders Plaza at DFW Airport. Sarah Dale has a question. I hit the like button. Did you? Did you?
Class 365, good day.
There you see in the foreground the recently installed DFW Founders Plaza fencing, which we have subsequently learned is to keep people out of the way of potential pitfalls from cracks in the earth. And I guess they're going to be fixing it, and then I guess implied is that they're going to be removing the fence at some point, so we hope that will occur. This is the flight from Honolulu. Aloha. Number 175 there in the shot, about to cross the runways. It's coming out of the American Airlines hangar, headed over to the terminal areas for its next assignment. Austrian Wolf says, "What a soup!" Yeah, it's pretty impermeable, although it has. Things have improved a bit since we got here, I must say. Been here since right after 5 a.m. Central Time. In fact, the lens on this on this camera may be getting overwhelmed by the mist. Let's see if this will make it any better.
1 left, sorry, Foxtrot, go far to the right, onboard local 269.
Let's see here. That's a little better. Travis, Fort Lauderdale, USA, says hello from rainy and windy South Florida. 11 inches of rain so far. Whoa. That's a bit of precipitation, gotta say. I detect another plane in the sky. And speaking of Florida, this is coming in from Orlando. Flight 2677. An Aerobus A321.
Not yet, but we will be in about a minute.
Well, don't see anything outgoing. Our next incoming flight will be American Flight 2789 from Jacksonville in Florida. And hello, here's our outpost at Founders Plaza. Not quite as well attended here this morning as it often is. Conditions not really great this morning. But yeah, the fog is burning off. Well, I don't know if it's burning off, but it is dissipating a little bit. Still, I can feel the dampness. I've got most of our equipment covered up, and I'm about to wipe off my glasses because they're getting a little damp. We're about a minute away from the Jacksonville arrival. We keep going back to this shot because at least it's something recognizable. This is one of 3 MD-11s over at UPS. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 9 aircraft over there. There's a look at some of the others. Containers ready to be loaded up. So when we see the West Tower finally, I'll be convinced that we've got something that the weather's starting to clear. At this moment, however, not so much. So you're looking at some sky there. Why are we looking at that, Walt? Well, that's because that is the general vicinity from which the flight from Jacksonville, which is a 737-800, will be coming in. It's a flight of about 2 hours and 17 minutes so far. I can hear it. We'll see it here in just a second. And when I say see it, I mean we kind of sense it. Can't really see it that well, though.
east for 2789. Alright, Gulf 8, cross 18 left, and then Foxtrot, give me that again, I'm sorry.
There's Terminal B,
Foxtrot, Alpha
so that's
Bridge,
something.
165, American 2789, and tops for about 2,500 AGL, and we picked up the runway right at minimum nose sustainable ceiling.
Our friend Skittles from the Great Northwest says, good morning, Walt and DFW friends. It's 4:39 a.m. and my car is frozen over. It's cold here on the coast of Washington this a.m. We don't get freezing temperatures here too often here in Texas, Skittles, but when we do, well, of course, nobody's ready for it. People in Texas, for the most part, don't know how to drive when it's really freezing outside. The parade of Florida flights continues. Flight 1694 from Tampa is next on the agenda. But it's not here yet, so we'll tap our feet and look at our watch and get ready for it. Sarah, the real deal, says, I have to go. Nice to talk to you all. See you next time, Walt. Hang in there. Thank you, Sarah. Hope you have a great day up there in the great Northeast. That's not what I meant to do. Sky is, I don't know if you can tell from that shot, but the sky is brightening a little bit. I'm going to try to show you the beacon here. Can you get a shot of it? There it is. When I say there it is, I mean I'm looking at it through another camera, but here is the beacon here at the Founders Plaza. Should widen out a little bit, so. So there's that. Here comes the flight from Tampa. We're now about 15 minutes before sunrise here at the big airport. But once again, I don't think we're going to be seeing too much of the sun this morning. Austrian Wolf says, like an old light tower. Cool. And I guess this must serve some navigational purpose. I don't know if you can tell from that. It's a green light, maybe a little overexposed there. It's festooned with antennae and security cameras and speakers and things.
Tower, Skywest 30. 3053 is approaching liveries.
Got some airport workers here in their yellow trucks.
Clear land, 18 right, Dallas 3053.
And we're looking for flight 2272 coming out of the skies from Oklahoma City.
Alright, Alpha Crawl 20 left, ground on bridge, 69.4.
And not far behind that, not far at all, is American Flight 2605 from Raleigh-Durham in North Carolina. The incoming flight's going to be an Airbus A321. So let's switch over to that now. I'm sure you'll note, you probably have experience in being in fog. It tends to dampen all the sounds. I guess an even better example of that would be being out in the snow, newly fallen snow. Everything's very quiet.
West side. The west side.
TriStar Darren, one of our great mods and a channel member, says, I spy a tri-jet. Well, Darren, if you were to be here, you would spy 3 tri-jets. I don't have a land, well, they're so spread out, I can't include them all in one picture, but let's see what we can do here. So there's one. There is number 2. And we saw this one, we didn't see it land, but we saw it pull in, this one over here. So 3 tri-jets. That one's being emptied right now. Earl Emerson Jr. checking in from Southwest Arkansas. Hello, Earl. And look at this, 757 Chip, channel member, a quad-jet channel member, says, hello from Tokyo. Looks a bit foggy at DFW. Yes, indeed it does, Chip. I hope the weather is good for you in the land of the rising sun. That was American Eagle Flight 3053 arriving from Garden City, a CRJ 701 ER. Next plane out will be Let me get my next shot set up here. Next flight in is coming from Omaha, Nebraska, flight 2540 American Airlines, A737-800. On your home for Foggy aviation action, Runway DFW. Happy Thursday to you, or I guess Friday if you're Luke Moulds in New Zealand, and then 757 Chip in Tokyo. Seeing a little bit further down the runway now. And the sky is definitely brightening. Hang on for a second, I gotta go back to my car. Let me put on a little music here while I make a car stop. Be right back. Well, there you go, our musical selection. All of our musical selections last 1 minute, and that's because they were all designed to be used in commercials. Here comes a flight from Stillwater, Oklahoma, American Eagle, as you can see. Ooh, it's damp out here. And here is Delta Flight 2595. It's, I don't know where it's going. Doesn't say here. Hey, Steve Lundaby. This is becoming a tradition with Steve Lundaby. He's gifted 10 Runway DFW memberships. So welcome to all of our new members. And speaking of members, I should let you all in on our members now. Topping the list is Runway DFW sponsor James Webb. And I hear a plane coming in. This will be from Lubbock, Texas. It's an Embraer 175 American Eagle. So once again, Steve Lundaby, a tip of the Runway DFW official hat to you. This is that Delta flight, which we don't know where it's going.
Hey, no delay, course 1 right, 111, control ground, runway 35.
We do know it's an Airbus A220, but hey, you know what? We're going to zoom out from that, look over this way, because we have American Flight 34 coming in, and Luke Moulds, if you're still watching. This is the daily flight from Auckland, New Zealand. It's a 787-9 Dreamliner.
Ground runway 35, cold base, 4120. Delta 2595, RNet B, park quicker, take off 45. Number 1,
That's the end of a 12-and-a-half-hour journey from New Zealand. And you're looking at the names of the channel members that are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. First of all, thanks to all of you. Second of all, if you are a new member, you won't see your name reflected in that list because I created that last night. I got to pre-produce that content here on the channel, so your names will be included on our next list. So thank you to all of you. American Airlines Flight 998R. Again, Flight Radar not informing me, how dare they, that of the destination of this aircraft. It's an Airbus A321. I'm wiping the moisture from my glasses once again. The sky is brightening. Jet just subscribed to our channel. Thank you, Jet. American Flight 579 arriving from Austin, Texas, 737-800. So used to seeing the towers in the background, the radio towers in the background. That I don't think we'll be seeing those today. So here goes that American Flight 998R off to parts unknown. Steve Lundaby, who just gifted those memberships, says, thank you, Walt, for your kind words. I enjoy doing this. Well, obviously it helps our channel prosper, so thank you for that, Steve, and hope you like what you're seeing. Another plane is incoming, this one from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I couldn't find the button underneath my towel to bring you the full extent of this approach, but there it is. It's just turned 7 a.m. here in the Central Time Zone.
Tower 133, 20 right, clear to land on 133.
Well, hello and good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. You're watching Runway DFW Jet Age Entertainment for the 21st century.
Risky Lima, cross 1 left.
We're here with you for another 2 hours or so. I believe in this hour is when we get to see Japan Airlines come in and Korean Airlines come in. So we've got some nice aircraft for you, so stick around with us and we'll have some fun. If you would like to become a subscriber to the channel, do that. And then after 10 minutes of timeout, you'll get to participate in our chat room. Lots of nice people in there, our great mods, so thank you for joining us for another edition of Runway DFW.
In the morning.
Cross 1 right turn on Echo, onboard local 234.
Well, it's getting bright enough now to see the fluff coming out of the
No delay.
off the wings. That was American Flight 1590 arriving from Cleveland, Ohio. 737-800.
Eastside 1590.
757 Chip says, I've heard Flight Radar 24 has been referred to as Flight Radar 12. It's accurate only one half of the time. Well, I don't know if I'd go that far, Chip. It's a pretty invaluable resource. I can't even begin to imagine how they crunch all those numbers.
150 emergency.
Next on Fog Fest 23, it's American Flight 1095 from McAllen, Texas. It's an Airbus A319. One of American's older aircraft. This is a 20-year-old bird.
Cross 18 left, ground point 85, onboard local 234.
All right, what do we got here? It'll be American Eagle Flight 3373 arriving from Monroe, Louisiana. I'm surprised it takes 55 minutes to get from Monroe to here. It doesn't seem like it would be that long, but that's what it says. I believe it. I'm gonna have to wipe that lens again. It's looking a little misty.
Flying left, runway, Sterling 268.
I would like very much to acknowledge a $20 super chat from our pal Skittles up there in Washington State. Thank you for your dedication, Walt. We appreciate it. Thank you, Skittles. And you've seen Skittles' name on other channels too. She's a very big supporter of live aviation channels, so thank you for that. I had the great pleasure of spending some time with Skittles on the roof of the H Hotel out there in LA at the Cranky Dork Fest. Well, I guess that technically wasn't Cranky Dork Fest. That was the was another aviation group, and Airline Videos Live sponsored that. But at any rate, Skittles and I had a great conversation, and I thank her for her support of this channel. That was American Flight 1583, 737-800, arriving from Columbus, Ohio. Tom K has become a member. Well, no, wait, we've got a membership gift from a few trains out. A channel member was gifted 5 Runway DFW memberships. Thank you, AFTA. So welcome all new members to the channel. And I've got to get off this camera for a second so I can wipe its lens. Ooh, that's a wet lens.
With 3373, cross 20 left, grind on the other side. So, American 2862 is with you on ILS 20 right. 1.18 left, unit 380. On bar start with 260, yeah, get in.
Okay, so we've made a few adjustments here. Another flight coming in. Another American Eagle flight. I believe this one's arrived from Wichita Falls in Texas. Flight 4931, American Eagle. And that is a very brief journey, 26 minutes. I'm going to swing around real quick to catch the departure of a United jet. This one going to where? Denver, San Francisco, Chicago, to Chicago O'Hare. It's an Airbus A319.
Yeah, never mind. We got to hold for a second. American 116. We'll stay behind that. 11.
And we're going to give that plane, even though we can't see it anymore, we're going to give it a little bit of a salute.
1998.
So as it travels up there, it's a 25-year-old plane.
Around the far side of the bridge. Affirmative. 18 left, final point, number 1324.
Coming in from St. Louis, Missouri. American Flight 2261, a 737-800.
Slow to 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150, 2862. 150,
Starting to see some more planes lining up for takeoff. Or we're trying to see them anyway. But since this one's closer, we'll look at this one. This one's not showing up on Flight Radar 12 right now.
Clear to land, 18 right, onboard 46. American 1991, ILS 18 right. Thank you, 18 right, clear to land. 474, heavy drive.
And all I can tell you about this plane, since, oh, here it is. It's Martin Air Flight 655. It's going to Tyler, Texas.
1994.
Well, actually, that's not this plane. I misidentified. It's that plane. That's the plane that's going to Tyler, Texas, dating back to the year 1994. It's a Cessna 208B Grand Caravan. Now, what the one in the foreground is, could it be the same plane without windows? Entirely possible. My tiny plane spotting skills are not honed. Somil Bandari says, going to be lurking. Thanks for the stream as always, Walt. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Nothing wrong with working and lurking. New member Austrian Wolf says, Walt, thank you for being out there today and providing us with pictures. Thanks for your work. You are more than welcome.
Barnett B Park, let's take off 18 left, Mike.
Flight to Tyler is off and running.
We're parking on the east side.
Jet says yes, 2 caravans. So it's a caravan, but it's more of a cargo configuration. But they're both carrying cargo. Damian Aquino says, looking extra gooey this morning. I guess that's one way to put it. Nova Rain says, hey-yo, Walt and Chat peeps, enjoying the pea soup this morning. I'm going to whip away as we thank Armand V for gifting a membership in the channel. Thank you, Armand V. And so Jet becomes our newest member.
18 left, line up and wait, envoy 3598.
That incoming flight was Flight 4075 from Corpus Christi, Texas. Let's see, this one ever show up on the radar? No, it did not.
Okay, cross 185 10, shorter Foxtrot back over ground mark, exit 55.
So this is a 27-year-old Cessna Grand Caravan operated by Martinair.
Echo Alpha now, hold short 1 left, American 2862. American 2862.
It's not on the radar for a flight today yet, but typically travels between Dallas and Abilene, Texas, based upon its previous usage, so we might assume that it's going to Abilene, Texas.
18 left to take off on Roy 3198. 18 left, runway, American 2262.
Oh, and it is on the radar now, so it is going to Abilene, Texas.
1996.
And as it taxis off into the fog, we give it our salute. I see a Dreamliner poised for takeoff. And that is it there. It's going to Phoenix. It's flight 474, American Airlines. So there it is in the Merc.
1991. Foxtrot 13592.
Channel member RB celebrating a month of membership. Wow, it's been 1 month already. Where did the time go? Keep up the great work, Walt. Thank you to RB. Abraham said, good morning, Walt. Greetings. Foggy. And we thank Armand V again for the gift of a membership. This American Eagle flight coming in from, I believe it was Harlingen, Texas. And here's the Dreamliner. Getting ready to take off to Phoenix. This must be a relatively recent addition. It's only been the last few morning shows that I've noticed a wide body going to Phoenix.
Roger, good morning, American 2266. Right turn 18 left, short 18 right in.
Chrissy Girl says, good morning, everyone, from a sunny but frosty Ontario. Morning. Greetings to you from down here in Texas. All right, I think we're rolling here.
American 1294, line up and wait. Morning. Whiskey Lima short 18 left, 132 distance.
Now that's a low ceiling, folks. A few trains asking the musical question. Interesting, as that Phoenix flight number was originally a Philadelphia to Phoenix flight. Wonder why it was swapped from an A321 to a Dreamliner. Well, airlines work in mysterious ways sometimes. American Eagle flight numero 3647, arriving from Abilene, Texas.
18 left, 9 for wait, onboard 3503. Golf 8, Oscar, 1 left, number 3647.
This is an American Airlines flight to Austin, Texas. 737-800, flight 1294. Ooh, did I just see the east? No, that wasn't the east tower. That was the central tower. There are 3 towers here at DFW Airport. And now we can kind of, sort of see one. They're in the center of your shot. New member Austrian Wolf says, so I need to go for now. So Walt, thank you. Folks, sis, and thanks for the membership. You're welcome. It's kind of clear that the most interesting thing to look at is the arrivals at the moment because of the fluff generation. It's hard to see the outgoing planes. That was Flight 3527 American Eagle from Bentonville, Arkansas, Embraer 175. Look at this poor little... Wait, this is one that's coming the other direction.
One left, clear for takeoff on Embraer in American 2010.
Number 18 left, American 1244. Departure today, 3503. Tower Macon 2770, hour 8.
Well, that's one of the planes we saw before, I think. I guess it's taking off kind of from the midpoint of runway 18 right on its way to Abilene. Doesn't need much runway at all. Well, hello to all of you, you and you and you, here as we approach the 7:30 hour in the Central Time Zone. Coming to you from a moist Founders Plaza here at DFW International Airport. Lots of planes are lined up to take off. We're going to look at American Flight 2770 arriving from Atlanta.
RNAV to depart, 18 left, let's pick up American 1244.
That one was extra floofy. An Airbus A321.
Aircraft horse to 18 left, American 2270.
Looks like American Flight 1714 to Seattle is next out of the gate. It's an Airbus A321. It's one of 7 planes currently lined up to take off. Proud Army Wife says, good morning, Walt, and everyone in the chat. Hello to you. We have an American Airlines flight coming in from El Paso. Complete with streamers. RB says, I've got some exciting news. I've been out of work for about a year, and just a few days ago I was hired to be a door greeter at Walmart. So excited. Glad to know that you have become employed. Roger Williams says, anyone hear what the deal is with the new fence at Founders Plaza? Well, originally, I was told by some of the workers who were putting this in that it was a safety measure for children who were, prone to careen down the hill. But subsequently, we learned that there appears to be a problem with the soil here at the Founders Plaza. There's, on the other side of the fence, there's a hill, and, because we're kind of on a rise that overlooks the west side of the airport. And apparently there are cracks in the soil that have to be addressed, and so this fence was put in to keep people from getting too close to those cracks while repairs are made. Now, I haven't seen any sign that any repairs have been made yet. But based on the construction of the fence, it looks kind of temporary. Now, it was set in with concrete, but that can be ripped out. It doesn't look like a permanent fence. That was American Flight 1226 arriving from Miami in Florida. So that's the deal with the fence, at least as far as we can tell.
RNFB Park, 18 left, clear for immediate takeoff, Bush 5452.
On the east side, American 1226. Take off, I should have wanted American 1226.
You see a Frontier
Hornet Tower, American 26.
Airbus A320 with Betty the Bluebird on the tail. When it gets to take off, it's going to be going to Cancun on that Airbus A320.
Right, clear to land, American 2612, thank you. Departure C, I'm going 3734.
See if we can capture another arrival for you, shall we? This will be American Eagle, Flight 3119 from Texarkana, over in the Arklatex area, where three states converge: Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana.
Arnett Blair, Triple Jeff 18 left, American 28 left line of wave, American 2980.
Rob Chatfield says, my wife and I used to go to Founders Plaza all the time. Was wondering why the fence was put up. So I hope you heard our explanation. It's apparently a safety measure while repairs are made to the soil adjacent to the adjacent to our viewing area here.
Echo 019, head with Kilo cross, 18 left, Foxtrot, Alpha, 0.65 on the bridge. Cross 20 left, Fox Alpha, 707, push line 20. American 2770. Alright, American 426.
I got in the way of my own shot there, didn't I?
Frontier flight 1951, ILS 20, right? 1951, clear to land, 18 right.
The bigger the plane, the more the fluff it generates. That was American Flight 2612 arriving from Denver, Colorado, in Airbus A321. So there is Founders Plaza. That obelisk there on the right is the Founders Plaza monument.
18 left, line up and wait, Frontier flight 82. West for American 2612.
It's American Airlines Flight 2980 off to the city adjacent to the bay, San Francisco. I think any San Franciscans would be quite comfortable with this kind of weather.
Departure American 2980. 2326 is 50 today, RS 18 right, parking west side.
There is one of the 3 MD-11s, which are currently lined up here at the UPS mini worldport here. James Smith, the channel member, says, "Good morning, Walt. Just tuned in. Can you play our famous jingle to wake us up, please?" Well, I don't see any reason not to. I don't think there's anybody in the house right now who might be offended by it. Well, I don't know. To be clear, this is a song that we are not really allowed to play here by edict of Mrs. Runway DFW. And that is Frontier Flight 1951 from Orlando, an Airbus A320 Neo. So anyway, yeah, you know the drill if you're a regular viewer. This is the song we are not allowed to play. And I turn it off now, but I'm following this plane along. So once again, this song has been banned from Runway DFW. And I'm playing it only so you know what not to hear. So don't listen to that song. Honor Wimbry, one of our young friends who stops by occasionally, is letting us know that that Japan Airlines plane is going to be here soon. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Honor. Honor is a young pilot in training. Plane that just landed was coming in from Des Moines, Iowa, flight 2326, American Airlines, an Airbus A319. This one is American flight 1331 off to Denver.
Alright, cross 18 left at Golf 8, contact ground 85, American 2326. Big front, 18 left Alpha, 0.65 on top of the bridge, have a good morning.
It's a Grand Caravan, Cessna Grand Caravan is what this is. It is going to Wichita Falls on a cargo run. Relatively new for one of these planes. It's just 21 years old, so it's a 21st century plane. No jingle for you.
No. Best island.
It's American Flight 2621 coming in from Milwaukee. An Airbus A320.
Now 1 second, stay with you, hold short 1 right. 20 right. Okay.
1998.
We salute that 20th century aircraft.
RNet B Park, American, it's clear for takeoff, 20 left, American 2220. Line up 1 left, 343.
American Flight 2220 is rolling down the runway to Minneapolis-St. Paul. That's Spirit Airlines Flight 343 to Cancun. I think we've seen that there for quite a while now.
Tower American 2342 is with you, ILS 20 right. 2342, the official runway right, clear for land, 114 ready. To the land, 18 right, American 2342. 3342 on that, the land, runway right, left, clear take off. Deck 1 left, RNet to land, 343.
That little Cessna's going over to the east side.
Departure American 2020.
The wind is picking up a little bit here. It was almost calm when we arrived. The Spirit plane to Cancun getting ready to take off here. I do believe we see some cargo ingestion over there.
Tower Spirit 1855 ILS 1 right. 1 right, clear to land, Spirit 1855.
I do see Japan Airlines Flight 12 coming in from Haneda Airport in Tokyo. It's 777. It'll be here in about, I'd say about 4 minutes. We got, I think, 2 or 3 other planes in line ahead of it.
West 2342. Golf 8 short, 18 left, American 20. 2607.
Steve Lundaby says, Walt, you keep playing that song. I think you'll be moving into the hangar soon. We don't have the hangar here at Founders Plaza yet. It's a work in progress.
Arch American 23, ticket it.
All right, we're going to try to show you in advance of the Japan Airlines flight arrival.
Yeah, 11.1 taxi.
We're going to look at Spirit Airlines flight 1855 arriving from Detroit City, the Motor City. It'll be an Airbus A321neo. That's not it. We're lining up camera 1 now. I think just there it is.
Reckon 1343, sir. 48 Cross runway 18 right, hold short runway 18 left, Mark Tech 648. Cross runway 18 left, 0.65, Mark Tech 640, top bridge.
Okay, let's see here. We've got Frontier Flight 3221 arriving from Atlanta. An A320neo. That'll be followed by American Eagle 3414 from Springfield, number 175, and then we'll get the Japan Airlines flight. So.
240, 1 taxi.
That's the official lineup here at runway 18 right for arrivals. So we're looking for this Frontier flight, which will have on the tail kit the commode. Couldn't read it. Is that a bear?
RNAV B park, takeoff 18 left, envoy 3557. Line up envoy 18 left, United 2670. Tower envoy 3414, ILS 18 right.
Kit the Kermode Bear.
18 right, clear to land, envoy 3414.
So, okay. Okay, and all right.
Airport Star Japan at Bantu Heavy, approaching Heavy, line right.
You just heard the flight deck of the Japan Airlines plane. It'll be second to come in after
we popped out about 300 feet.
the American Eagle from Springfield. I think I just heard someone say we popped out about 300 feet.
3557.
Popped out of the cloud layer. I'm guessing is what they meant.
After bridge, we're 1855. Thank you. Line right, clear to launch Japan Air 12 Heavy. RNAV lane clear for takeoff 18 left, United 2670.
All right, we'll get ready for some fluff because I think we'll have that in spades when this flight, this Japan Airlines 777 lands. We're going to swing around our big lens, get ready for that event right here on Runway DFW. Eligier says, hi from Sydney, Australia. Hello, down under. Well, good morning to you. I guess it's a Friday morning where you are. And did I see Michelle RS? Well, howdy, says Michelle RS. A big supporter of the channel and one of our great mods.
Golf 8, clear cross 18 left, contact 25.
Okay, we're going to switch to camera 1.
Golf 8 is on 250.
See how much of this.
97 is final 18 right.
How much of this big
I block it.
Dreamliner we can see.
Cross 18 left, 25, south of the 2670, see ya. 797 final 18 right. Clear to land 18 right, ready 797.
Touching down from Haneda after 11 hours and 6 minutes. 777-300 Japan Airlines flight number 12.
Japan Airlines to Heavy, request Echo 6.
Garrett wants to know, can I just watch Walt all day and not go to work? Yeah, sure. You know what we need? We need like a note that we can send home with people. I'm sure your employer would accept a note from Runway DFW, right? Of course, depending on what job you have, you can just watch while you're working. It's kind of what I do with the other channels. Have it on in the background if Kevin's on, or if Kevin is on from down in New Zealand on Wellington Flights Live. We have a new subscriber in the name of Haley. Thank you, Haley. And you know what? We can kind of almost, sort of, see the West Tower now. Let me see if we come over to camera 1. And you see it there in the left center of your screen. We can't quite make out the top of it yet, but almost. That's the first we've been able to see it this morning. Now, Michelle RS, I question this. I'm drinking peanut butter and jelly flavored coffee. It's so good. Now, I love peanut butter and jelly. I love coffee. I just can't imagine that combination. It's not resonating with my taste buds. But we value your opinion, Michelle RS. That was American Flight 797 coming in from Madison, Wisconsin. A 2-hour and 6-minute journey on an Airbus A319. We'll be seeing American Flight 1825 arriving from Memphis very shortly. It'll be an Airbus A321.
Golf 8.85, American 797, good day.
Channel member Randy Bucksbaum says, good morning, everyone. I'm back in California, 2 trips to New York in 10 days, going back Monday. I will have hit all 3 New York area airports in 2 weeks. Just crazy. Let's see some planes. Well, everything is relative. We are trying to see the planes, but as you can see, Randy,
Good morning, Delta 839, liveries.
a little bit hampered by the
Morning right.
local weather conditions this morning.
407, more than 6,000 faces, more than about 300. Copy all that, Delta 839, we are clear to land, morning right.
New subscriber, welcome. There's a United jet in the mist down there. It is it'll be off to San Francisco. It's an Airbus A319, which dates back to the year 2000. So no jingle for this one. So here comes American 1825 from Memphis. Its arrival already in progress. That little musical interlude signals a very generous super chat from our pal Michelle RS, extolling the virtues of peanut butter and jelly coffee. Now, where is your... oh, I guess that was a direct... That was not a super chat. That was a direct payment through PayPal. So thank you. Well, I don't think I've ever seen peanut butter and jelly coffee. I wouldn't even know where to get it, even if I wanted to. Well, here's that United jet off to the city adjacent to the bay. Well, right now, as you can see, 54 degrees Fahrenheit here at the big airport. DFW Airport saying there's drizzle. The wind is coming from the southeast at 9 miles an hour. Forgot we had this jingle.
The Dawn Patrol.
It was Delta Flight 839, an Airbus A321 coming in from its home base of Atlanta. Where'd it go? There it is.
Echo Alpha, short of 18 left, Delta.
And it's just turned 8 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. A reminder that you are watching Runway DFW, too much music. It's Thursday, November 16th, 2023. And there's our logo, Runway DFW. That's the channel you're watching here on YouTube. And we thank you for tuning in. We'll be here for another hour or so. I've got to go to, I don't have to, but I want to, go to a fun run, which my second grade grandson is participating in later today, so can't stay with you as long as I might like. But we'll hang out for another hour, see if it clears up a little more, bring you more action, including, I think we should be seeing the flight from Dubai, the Emirates flight from Dubai, coming up in this hour. I think it's running a little early today as I checked. So stick around with that. Stick around with us for that, please.
Contact ground 65, Delta 39.
Stephanie says, Walt, you have fog. I have everything clear where I am, 2 hours west of you. Well, it'll clear up today. Probably not in time for us to have a fully clear broadcast, but
Go for 1746.
but we can on camera 2 now see the west tower of DFW Airport, so getting kind of back to normal here. Don't see any planes
We're ready, United 237.
on the arrival board at the moment. This United plane going to San Francisco had fallen off the radar. I guess they had some checks to make and they were just kind of sitting there for a while.
Head on out to depart 1A left, clear for takeoff, United 237.
Now there are two sides to DFW Airport, east and west, and there's a flight coming in on the west side, and on a clear day when you can see forever, we can show you planes coming in on the east side, but not today. There we can see the plane going up a few hundred feet or two more than we could have earlier.
Good day.
Ron sees America. Channel member says, Walt, good morning, everyone. Looking a bit soupy out there. Yes, indeed. Randy Bucksbaum, channel member, says, the gentleman that helps this stream is an amazing man and so giving. My hat's off to him. Thank you. And I believe he's referring to our channel sponsor, James Webb. So thank you to James Webb and to all our channel members and to all our subscribers and to all of our viewers. Channel member Roger Scott. Good morning, Walt and all. Is that the bridge in Sydney behind you in your little picture there? I can't tell. Nice bridge, no matter what. Mary Extraordinaire says, are those grackles I hear? Yeah, there are some grackles in the vicinity. I don't see them at the moment, but I did see some earlier. Skittles says, Walt and friends, I hate to leave you, but I really must say, I must go dethaw my car now and head to work. I thought for a moment there I'd be breaking out into song. That was almost a dad joke. I get accused of dealing in dad jokes every now and again. Beaker and Honeydew says, fog or no fog, Walt, you always bring us great video and content. Great job today. Thank you. Garrett with a camera question. If I want to take shots of planes coming in from Founders Plaza, what focal length lens would you recommend? Well, if you're talking about still, I guess you're talking about still pictures. Well, if you're just kind of looking for the whole plane as it's landing, if you're talking about planes landing, because they're the closest to what you can see from here. Let's see, this is a 200, probably between a 100 and a 200 millimeter, 35 millimeter equivalent would be good. If you want to get the whole plane with a little bit of landscape, then that would be a 100 and closer to 200. Well, 200 would almost be too close in for the bigger jets. So, of course, you're probably best off with some kind of a zoom. I've got on this camera here, this is, what is this? A 24 to 240, which I think would be ideal for, just general shots here. Our other cameras have some bigger, longer lenses, which we need because we're shooting live video, we need to go further down the runway than you probably would if you were just taking still pictures. So that's about a 300 millimeter shot right there. And as we zoom in here, that is 600 millimeters. I know this is getting kind of technical. So there you see an MD-11 there on the left. But we've got one in motion right now. It's UPS flight 2751. It's going to Louisville. And it's getting the pushback right now.
1993.
That is a plane born in 1993, celebrating, well, it'll be 31 years old next February if it's still in service then. We hope it will be. It's going to be kind of boring here if we don't get to see these tri-jets anymore. But talking about cameras, I mean, we can, you know, if you've got a like an iPhone with a zoom lens on it, or any kind of a smartphone, you can get some pretty acceptable pictures. First, hello.
Line up away 18 left, American 1304.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Ah.
We're going to have Larry clear for takeoff 18 left, American 1304. Good day, American 1304. Service takeoff 1 left, Delta 1065, thanks. Bases for 300.
Hello. Okay, I think I've got a secondary microphone here. Sounds a little weird compared to the other one. Hold on a second. Hello. Well, so we're just kind of winging it here with this secondary microphone.
Cross 18 left at Whiskey Lima and contact ground 126 Delta 1065, good morning.
Now we're going to turn away from this because we're going to watch Korean Air Flight 31 coming in from Seoul. This will be a 777. Well, that was extra floofy.
Cross 18 right, 18 left on Yankee ground on top of the bridge. Yes, 1751.
Now, the trajectory of this plane kind of indicates to me that it might be going over to the east side for takeoff. So yeah, this flight to Louisville is headed over the bridge to the east side. It's moving on up to the east side. So that's the last we'll see of that. And the MD that came in earlier is still being loaded up. Now there's one in front of us which we can only see one side, so I don't know if it's still being loaded on the other side. Here comes American Flight 831 from Monterrey, Mexico. It's Airbus A319. member Brian Henry says, I'm so happy we get the 777-300s now with Korean and Emirates. And yeah, we should, speaking of Emirates, we should be seeing Emirates pretty soon here. I think it was supposed to get here about on the half hour, if I remember right.
Golf 8, Golf 185.
Hey, we can now see the East Tower, so things are lightening up a little bit. This is American Eagle Flight 3920. It's going to Amarillo, Texas. It's an Embraer 175. Another 175 is incoming from Moline, Illinois. Got a Delta A220 coming in from LaGuardia Airport. We don't usually see LaGuardia arrivals here on this side, but we will welcome this one. It's Delta Flight 680. Yeah, we'll see it here in just a second. There it is, coming out of the mist.
American 2181, ILS 1 away. RFC Park, physical takeoff 18 left, American 828. 2181, you can count, 140 back up, please land runway 18 right, American 2181. 20 left line of weight, runway 3684.
Channel member Janet Simmons said, I didn't realize how big the UPS planes are. Well, they've got some pretty big planes. We see in addition to the MD-11s, we see the 747s. Haven't seen those in about a month. There was one day we have seen two of them parked in here at a time, 747s. I imagine as we get into the holiday season, maybe we'll see more of those. It's American Airlines flight arriving from Salt Lake City, flight 1214, an Airbus A321. I wish I knew. Wish I knew what happened to our original microphone. You know what? I'm gonna try to reboot our soundboard. so you won't hear anything for about 30 seconds, but we'll still be here with you, so hang on. This is American Flight 777 going to Las Vegas. Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to tell if you can you hear me now?
Record 777 so long, sir.
Hello? I don't know, this microphone's being weird. Hello, hello. Okay, now it's back, I think. Well, we'll give it a try.
3305. 18 left, line up and wait, envoy 3983.
I'll keep the backup microphone just in case, but it looks like our primary one has returned. Okay, so we'll we're on the lookout now for American Eagle Flight 3736, arriving from Aguas Calientes in Mexico.
Hold short of 18 right, the 18 left at Whiskey Beam American 2181.
So let's see what we can see here. Proud Pirate can hear me, and a few trains at can, so thank you. Good morning, everyone, says Robert Smith. Proud Pirate sounds like an air start in the background. You know, I've become almost immune to that, but yes, I think that's, you do hear that. Kind of sounds like a siren.
3305, departure.
Not as much fluff coming off the incoming planes at this juncture. But of course, that's a smaller plane. That was an Embraer 175. Let's see when Airbus A321 can deliver. The next flight is Flight 1395, coming in from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Our scanner goes kind of crazy sometimes. It was crystal clear when we started this morning.
Short of 18 left on 137. All right, B Park 18 left, clear for takeoff on flight 3509.
Oh, that sounds better.
Minus 1 weight, 18 left, 542. See you.
That's a little floofier. Next to arrive is American Flight 781 from Querétaro in Mexico. Magoo Manor channel member says, the lady of the manor wishes to extend her extreme happiness for the glorious return of your microphone and sends a tenner towards a new backup. Well, thank you, Magoo Manor. I think it was more of a soundboard issue than a microphone issue. The soundboard may be getting a little damp, but thank you for that. Your tenor will be put to good use here at the Runway DFW. There you see Alaska Airlines flight 543. It's going to Seattle. It's a 737 MAX. Don't see too many of the
B Park cleared, takeoff 18 left.
too many of the Maxes. That's a MAX 9.
18 left, line up away to American 2250.
TWA livery. Love to see that. That's the American Airlines TWA Heritage livery. That's flight 781 arriving from Querétaro. Here goes the Alaska Airlines flight off to Seattle on that MAX 9. See how far up it gets before it disappears. Well, yeah, earlier we'd only see it go about that far. So the ceiling has increased. Craig Russell says, good morning, everyone. And Chuck Topo Chico Tolsma says, nice livery. I'm sure he's referring to the TWA livery we saw coming on in.
American 2215.
Number of planes lined up for the
18 left, clear for takeoff, RNAV B Park.
8:30 half-hour takeoff extravaganza here.
2432, line of away, 18 left.
Coming in from Durango is flight 3170, American Eagle.
Sarah, American 239 over Johan for runway 18. So runway 18 right, clear to land, American 1839.
And here is our outpost at Founders Plaza. We have an assortment of towels to keep everything as dry as we can while we're broadcasting to you. That may have had something to do with our sound issues, the moisture that's enveloped us this morning. It's not raining. I think the latest DFW forecast said it was drizzling, but Now it just says fog.
Or departure for 2250.
What we got over there? It's looking like American Flight 2432 going to Los Cabos in the Mexican Baja.
Ultra 18 left at Whiskey Lake, American. You bet.
Yeah, it looks like there's enough planes lined up over there to carry us through the rest of this half hour. Let's see where that plane from Dubai is.
American 2432, RNAV Laren, 18 left, clear for takeoff. 18 left, last away, envoy, 3495.
All right, the flight from Dubai is due in, it says here, in about 5 minutes. Now, if it does get directed over to the east side, we won't be able to see it, but it'll be a 777. You see a number of birds in the vicinity of the runway. That's never a good thing.
Yeah, sorry. 2004 with you on United 2004 DFW Tower, number 4, 18 right, right away. 18 right, sir. Ultra 18 left, Golf Bay, Envoy 3528. 2432, good day.
So the flight from Dubai is about 5 or 6 in the arrival queue.
RNAV B Park, clear for takeoff, 18 left, Envoy 3495.
Next to come in is American Flight 1261 from Kansas City. And unfortunately, it looks like the Dubai flight is lining up for the east side of the runway. Not good for us.
Echo Alpha, hold short 18 left, American 1261.
Ron Sees America wants to know
Departure, Envoy
if anyone
3490,
here
good
still
day.
eats the same cereal for breakfast that you did as a kid. I don't really, can't say that I eat cereal for breakfast that often. And look, we can even see, maybe we won't be able to see the Dubai flight. There's a flight coming in on the east side. We can see it. So there's that.
Cross from 18 left, Envoy 3528. All right, cancel approach clearance 2000, American 1067. Cross 18 left, ground 25, American 1034. Departure
received for runway 3643.
American 1261, pick up the pace, top point left of Whiskey Mike traffic holding in position while one tries to begin and then ground 20 to follow the top.
Okay, cross 18 left at Whiskey Mike and then ground point 8, American 1261. Ground point 85.
That was American 1839 arriving from Washington Reagan National Airport. An Airbus A319.
Right turn 190 heading American 1067.
We're about to see American Flight 1067
122 at 33239.
coming in from Denver. But I think it may be going around.
Cross 18 left, that's Gulf 8, and we'll keep the speed up, American 1839.
Yeah, it's going around. Can't see it, it's too high and out of our sight.
3597, you said?
So we have a go around Flight 1067
we'll
from Denver. The conditions weren't right for it, or maybe that flight from Washington was a little too close for comfort.
That one be 135.
So go around, we couldn't show you. Got another Denver flight
499,
just about to check in. This will be United Flight 2004 in Airbus A319. We'll see what happens with that.
One let's take far enough to land on my surface.
Right, left line flight American 2767.
Understand number 3. Clear to land when you're right. Okay, and stalling from 162 down 130, thank you.
Let's switch over to this camera to see if the United aircraft will touch down.
Arnett B parts up, take out 18 left, American 2767.
Tower American 1040, 1120 right.
Seem to have lost it. Here it is.
Departure, good day, all my service. Roger, okay, thank you, that was right. Echo 3 Alpha and hold short, taken. 18 left at Alpha, you made it.
Well, having some more problems with our soundboard now. Let's see.
1998.
There we go. That was a salute to that United plane, the 20th century plane there. All right, now let's see if we can see the Dubai flight coming in. Unfortunately, it's coming in on 17 left, which is way out there. This is not it. This, of course, is an American Eagle flight coming in from parts unknown because I can't pick it out of the radar. Things tend to get a little crazy here as we approach the 9 o'clock hour. So here we are looking over towards the east side of the airport.
We're slowing. We're actually at
And if we can see it, we should see the big 777 pretty soon. Although there are parallel landings over there on the east side from 17 center and 17 left. So they're bringing them in on two sides, or on two different runways there on the east side. I see a plane there. I don't think this is it's not the 777, because it would be behind that plane. It'd be further away, farther out than that plane. Oh, I see it. You see it there? That's the Emirates plane landing. Far away in the fog. Well, that's the best we can do on that. Because we're just going to have to focus in on planes over on this side. Like American Airlines Flight 1040 coming in from Louisville.
Takeoff American 1830. Space still good for runway 3368. Sweet. Line of way 18 left, American 328.
Tower American 82, ILS 20 ring. Cleveland 82.
Nick Resin says, good morning, all.
Hold short of
Good morning to you.
1040.
Ron sees America describing his ideal breakfast, fruity pebbles with coffee. You probably didn't have coffee when you were a kid, though, right? Or did you? I don't know. I think that's not unlike the cereal my 7-year-old grandson eats. I think that's kind of what he favors upon waking up.
Cross 18 left, 10.85 on the ascent, 40.
Got American Flight 2335 arriving from Albuquerque. It's a 737-800. We'll tilt our lens upward and then pan to the right as it lands.
Cross 18 left and ground American 499. American 1085 with the ILS, runway 18 right. Middle at 18 right, American 1085.
So I'm guessing we're not going to be able to see this MD in front of us landing. As you can see, the cockpit door is still open.
West side for 2335. Whiskey Limo, hold short of 18 left, American 2335.
It's American Flight 328. It's going to Chicago O'Hare. It's an Airbus A321. Before we go, let me once again acknowledge the sponsor and the members of Runway DFW. The sponsor is James Webb. And that's his name you see crawling across the bottom of your screen. Thank you, James, for being such a great resource for this channel. And now you'll see the members of the channel as of last night. If you're a new member of the channel, thank you for that. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you for any new members other than that. And your names will be reflected on our next honor roll on the next broadcast. That was Flight 882 from Buffalo, New York, landing. Flight in Airbus A321.
East for 882.
Aviation Emily says, good morning, everyone.
Hold short, 20 left.
Emily, you're here just about as we're ready to leave.
RSB Park, 20 left, immediate takeoff, Sky 3237. 20 left, cancel takeoff clearance, Sky 3277.
At Alpha, hold short.
The next flight to arrive is going to be American 1085 from McAllen, Texas. It's going to be a 737-800. Next flight coming in is American Flight 802 from Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. It'll be another 737-800. And then following that plane will be the plane that made the invisible go-around, Flight 1067 from Denver. And again, we heard it go around. We couldn't see it because the ceiling is too low. And we suspect it was because might have been a little too close to the plane that had landed ahead of it.
And Tower American 882. Right in front of us here, the whole short line.
So we'll see Flight 802 here momentarily.
Go to Park Runway 3852. Take off. RNAV Center, American 36. Left line away, so 3229.
And now we're about to see the passengers got a. I was gonna say they got some extra sightseeing in, but probably all they were seeing was clouds out the window on flight 1067 from Denver.
Hold short 1 left, I can hit 2.
And it'll be within our view in about 20 or 30 seconds. Here it is.
Park, runway 18 left, 229.
So it was what, 15 or 20 minutes ago this plane attempted to land and rejected that opportunity.
Turn left 18 left, 2759, tag. Turn left with
So a safe touchdown for flight 1067.
Line up and wait, 18 left, American 861.
All sorts of aircraft are lined up to take off now.
882.
You know, Robert Smith says all the passengers saw was the back of clouds. Steve Madison says, "Hi Walt, Runway DFW mods and everyone. Great to be tuning in at a more reasonable time from northern Scotland, lurking whilst working today." Well, the good news is that we're so glad you found us. The bad news is we're almost done for the day.
Roger. Tower Envoy 3993. Envoy 3993. Yeah, we're just joining the line here at Foxtrot. We're going to be doing a cross bleed here in about 3 minutes. Just wanted to let you know. Order departure, 3229.
That was an American Airlines arrival from St. Louis, Missouri, flight 2711, 737-800. I don't see any sign of any of those UPS jets
trying to let you know, so the guy behind us knew. Thanks.
taking off anytime soon.
274 is lower. East American 2711. Echo Alpha, hold short, 18 left, American 2711.
Baker and Honeydew says, "Fantastic job today, Walt. Have a blessed day." Thank you. I will. I get to go see my grandson run around. He's got something called, what's it called? Fun Run. They're having a fun run. It's a money raiser for their elementary school. So the kids get out there on the track and they run around, and parents and grandparents and loved ones throw some money at them. This American Eagle Embraer 175 coming in from Fargo in the Dakotas. Graphic Sign and Design says, Walt, thank you for the early stream. Great way to get the day started. I thank you. All right, we'll see one more plane come in.
Oh, sorry, 1 left, off 8, only 5011. Park American 1820.
It'll be American 2274
Cook, take up 1 left on
from Norfolk in Virginia.
1 left, last plane, goes 4852.
Well, what do you know? There's that Emirates plane we barely got to see come in. That's the 777. Remember how long ago that was? Well, there it is now, finding its place over at Terminal D. Still got to spin around to get there. Saw a story on, I think it was Simple Flying yesterday, that indicated that Emirates is all in on its A380s. It's making arrangements to continue to fly those big birds into the 2030s. And there you see down there a UPS plane, which we didn't get to see land because it came in over on the east side. That came in from Atlanta. It's a 767. So a couple of heavy jets as we get ready to close things out. But you know what? We're going to stick around for another departure. Because what do you know? Coming our way is another tri-jet. This one's going to Louisville, so it's entirely possible that we won't get to see it take off in front of us, but we'll give it the old college try.
Python 190, left, cover the convoy, 3989. Envoy 3561, where we went left.
Okay, copy that, American 2759.
Envoy 3561 on out to American, clear for takeoff.
appears to be on its way for an east side departure. We'll follow it along. And it's going to Louisville.
1992.
And it's 31 years old as of this month.
Just take off when he left, on after B Park, American 1805.
Line up and wait 1 8 left on board 3701.
Richard Carlisle with a comment on the subject of this of our current stream. So there's two options for this. It's going to cross runway 18 right and then cross runway 18 left and go over to the east side for its trip to Louisville, or
Departure American 1805, good day.
could always make a hard right turn on runway 18 left and take off from there. Well, the visibility has definitely improved since we began broadcasting this morning. It's so humid out here. My fingers are sticking to the screen of my phone as I try to monitor all the planes that are coming and going. By the way, there are 18 planes now that, by my count, lined up to take off on runway 18 left. Including another Dreamliner going to Phoenix. What's up with that? There are just some of the planes that have requested permission to take off. So this plane may be sitting here for a while, I don't know.
Yeah, we got rid of about 500 feet of the deal.
Beaker and Honeydew, channel member with a shout out to our great mods. Ms. Rolls 13, Gerard, Michelle RS, TriStar Darren, and of course, Mrs. Runway DFW popping in.
Turn up to the land, 18 left, have a takeoff, American 389. 18 left, line up away, American 4353.
Well, I wish I knew what was going to go on with this plane, but again, I don't think we're going to be able to see it take off.
Clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 2353.
There's that Dreamliner just going to Phoenix. It will be the second Dreamliner to Phoenix we've seen this morning. Seems to be a thing. It's flight 2607. Incoming now is Delta Flight 1515 from Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's an Airbus A220. There's the Qatar plane we often see come in on this side, which apparently landed over on the east side, out of sight to us. Flight 731, that's a 777. Came in from Doha about 14 minutes ago. So maybe next time we'll be able to see that for you. The MD-11 continues to wait betwixt runways 18 right and left. And that Dreamliner is now moving into position to take off for Phoenix.
Good day, sir. Nice job, man. 2657. American 2377, ILS 20, right? 1955, American.
Well, it's kind of a dreamy liftoff for a Dreamliner. We've got a couple of UPS jets crossing paths.
Clear to land 18 right, American 2377. Falcon West, clear line 82 right.
The 767 there on the right had come in from Atlanta. It landed on the east side of the airport. But the MD still kind of stuck there, framed by Terminal D. And so, I think in order to fulfill my grand parental obligations to my grandson, I have to end our little shindig here. I keep putting it off though because I don't want to. I want to hang out here for a while. Here comes that 767 making the turn into the UPS cargo area.
Adios.
Just gonna pull right in there. All right, let's see here. We've got to play some music for you. Well, that'll wake you up. Well, thank you for the 300 likes we've received this morning. Thank you for being with us. I want to extend our gratitude, as always, to Runway DFW sponsor James Webb. Thank you, James, for all that you do for this channel. Much appreciation. Thanks also to Kevin of Airline Videos Live for the use of his battery power. They'll be charged up for your next visit here, Kevin, and have fun in Cincinnati. We thank also the Runway DFW Moderation Federation for being a big part of this broadcast and making sure that you have fun while you're watching. So until next time, it's Walt saying happy contrails to you until we meet again.
overseas acts and promotional consideration furnished by Pan American World Airways, the world's most experienced airline. Pan Am makes the going great. This is Dick Tufeld speaking.
We hope you liked it, too late to change it now.
Envoy 3724. Roger that, Envoy 3724. Departure, Envoy 34.